how did I even do it back then? How did I know how long to speak? How do I know what to say? And, I've been doing it 21 years now, but I look back and I said, my goodness, God, that was your grace on my life. That was your favor. And just looking back through different situations, we all have that history with God. Because I think sometimes we're always working, trying to get something, getting God to move for us and getting this breakthrough and getting it. But I like to, like you said, you live from that place of victory. I like a lot of my prayer time now is spent thanking God for what He's already done. Lord, thank you that you've redeemed me. Thank you that I'm forgiven. Thank you that I'm blessed. And I think when you live from that point of view, it's, you're not supposed to live with this unrest on the inside, because I think when you don't have this mentality to rest, to know that the work's finished, to just live from that place of peace, then there's always something. I think you'll go from, once you get this victory, oh no, I got to do this over here. Yeah. You got to come back to that place of peace, that place of rest, and say, God, you've already won the victory. Yeah. I think I'm walking into it, that I'll see it manifested. And I know when Daddy died, talking about declaring, I just quoted what God said about us. Lord, I thank you that I am strong in the Lord. I'm trying to get strength, God. Right. Lord, I thank you that I'm strong in the Lord. There you go. I thank you that I can do all things, all seasons through Christ. Yes. And just, you get that going down in your spirit. The scripture even says to take hold of His strength. So I believe there's something you have to do, and that is, just what it says. Lord, I receive your strength today. It's already there. Now, in other words, not trying to talk God into doing something, just receiving what He's already done.
My dad used to say it this way: we're always trying to talk God into doing something and trying to get God to move. Well, He moved once really big. It's called the cross.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most debate in theology is what you think did or did not happen at the cross. And if you think it's a total victory, then what are we declaring except that we are in victory, and that let's say our circumstances then are an opportunity. Yeah. How do you know you have faith unless it's called upon?
I know. And really, you don't really know what's in you until you face pressure that's more than you can, that you think there's more than you can handle, till you feel these situations where you could be overwhelmed and you think, oh, wow, I made it through the loss of my dad. Oh, I made it through that lawsuit. I think that's when you discover really what's in you, when you get some pressure put on you. And then that's when your strength is developed and when you're stronger. And I mean, y'all know, we're about the same age. There are battles today that we fight, big battles that would have defeated us 25 years ago. But you know what? We've learned how to stand strong, to stay in faith, that God's on the throne, that it's going to work out. And so I think that's going from strength to strength, and just going through the difficult times with the right attitude. Not only is releasing your faith, but it is giving you that strength. You're getting stronger for the great things God has in store.
So it's almost like you've got to have at least a grounding in the truth about who and what you are, be living it, and then see God really multiply it.
I think so. Just developing your character, being your best where you are. Not to brag on me, but those 17 years behind the scenes, I tried to make my father look good, just like you guys did. And, tried to do it to the best of my ability. And I believe that those were proving years, times of testing. What are you going to do when the spotlight's not on you? And even though we weren't looking for the spotlight, but I do think that's important. The encouragement is be your best right where you are. We're not working under people, we're working under God. And, we've talked before about, Matt and Laurie, those 17 years behind the scenes. I would listen to my dad's messages once he spoke it, to edit it down for television, 4 or 5 times, because he'd speak 45 minutes, 40 minutes, I'd cut it down to like 28 minutes. Well, I didn't know at the time, but I was hearing those messages, those scriptures, those stories, and I'd even have to try to figure out, now, why did he make this point, or where's he going with this, Well, God was getting me prepared for what I'm doing now.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know it. I never dreamed. Wow. If he'd have told me back then, I think that's one thing about God. Sometimes He hides things from us on purpose, because I probably would have dreaded it. Oh my gosh, when my dad dies, I got to do that. Yeah. It never entered my mind. But it's amazing though how God was preparing me along the way. Now, I think, like I said, we have to be faithful, prove that we'll be faithful in the wilderness so we can make it into the promised land. And you're right too, Matt. When I started ministering, people said, why are you positive? Why are you upbeat? I thought, I don't know. This is just who I am.
Yeah.
I didn't. Somebody asked me, why'd you decide to have a positive ministry? And I thought, it never hit me.
That's
I thought,
who he
I could
was.
have
Trust me.
Yes.
I know, it's just, I could have had a negative one, but I thought, you know what, this is just who I am.
Yeah.
So you stay true to who you are, but I do believe, you know what, just stay faithful where you are, keep being your best each day. You're not getting the credit, well, that's okay. God knows how to promote you. He knows how to open doors that no person can shut. And I think when you do that, you'll discover the strength and the talent. I like it. In my book, I talk about too, you're stronger than you think. You're more favored than you think. You're more talented than you think. You're more valuable than you think. There's there's so much in us. We're, like you said, Matt, we're fearfully and wonderfully made. We've been designed to face whatever comes our way, and you do it with the right attitude. And again, I don't know if you're jumping up and down when you have difficulties, but I think there can be a strength and a resolve. And I think one way we know this is you can look back. I think we can all look back and think, how did I make it through that?
Yeah.
How did I make it through the loss of my dad? I look back now and I think, how did I minister the first year or two? It's hard to minister, like, you know, to prepare a sermon, at least it's for me. It's hard. But I look back now and I think, how did I even do it back then? How did I know how long to speak? How did I know what to say? And, you know, I've been doing it 21 years now, but I look back and I said, my goodness, God, that was your grace on my life. That was your favor. And just looking back through different situations, we all have that history with God.
At TBN, our mission is to use every available means to reach as many individuals and families as possible with the life-changing gospel of Jesus Christ.
Thank you for helping make the gospel of grace go around the world.
Without you, we couldn't do it. God bless you.